There's a myth that you should sell a BMW after 150,000 kilometers because it starts falling apart, low fuel consumption. So it's only about 8.5 liters, 9 at the most. Right now, our maintenance cost per kilometer is actually lower than the fuel cost per kilometer. We've got low maintenance expenses, great fuel efficiency, a premium brand. It's all-wheel drive, and that's at 212,000 kilometers. That is, imagine, the entire rest of the suspension is intact and original. And all of this is at the maintenance cost of a car one class lower. There's a myth that you should sell a BMW after 150,000 kilometers because it starts falling apart. Right now we have a real example, which was bought 2 years ago with 175,000 miles on it. He has 150 official mileage in Germany. Now it's been driven for 2 years, 55,000 kilometers. That's 230 kilometers mileage now. And now we'll tell you what has happened since the purchase. The car was bought in June 2018 year at a kilometerage of 175,000. After 2 months and 5,000, the owner went to the service station. It was 180,000 kilometers. Maintenance is the replacement of oil engine, oil filter, fuel filter, and engine air filter. The owner changed the cabin air filter the next day after antibacterial cleaning of the air conditioner. By the way, there are 2 cabin filters here, one under the hood and the other under the glove compartment. All this cost the owner $230. After 1,000 kilometers, the owner decided to tint the windows. He chose thermal film for the front windows and regular film for the rear ones. All of this cost about $225. After 10,000 kilometers, the owner decided to do a major service. He replaced the engine oil along with all the filters. Since it's all-wheel drive, he also replaced all the fluids in the differentials, transfer case, and manual transmission. This cost the owner approximately $545. 2 more months passed. This was after the new year in January. The owner drove another 10,000 kilometers in those 2 months. And then he comes in for another service. The filters are replaced with original oil. This cost $170. As you can see, the car is inclined to handle high mileage. And after another trip, when the owner was returning, some vibration started. He decided to stop at a non-specialized shop on the way. They recommended replacing the mount. He bought it. He brought it to us with the mount already replaced. We decided to change it, even though we thought it wouldn't make a difference. We did. The mount cost him $80, and the replacement was around $30. But replacing the mount didn't help. We started our diagnostics. The front left drive shaft was under suspicion, but it's hard to make a final judgment without testing, since a new one costs around $1,000. We decided to remove the front drive shaft and test the car with rear-wheel drive. The owner drove it around and there were no vibrations. So we decided to search for the half shaft. In the end, removing and installing the drive shaft, removing and installing the half shaft. It cost the owner about $500. A month and a half later, the owner drove another 10,000 kilometers, so in total the car now has 210,000 kilometers on the odometer. He went for a service and had the brake discs and pads replaced all around. It cost 14,500 hryvnias, which is about $540. The next visit from the owner was 2 months later, with only about 2,000 kilometers driven. The low mileage was because the owner got tired of the BMW not breaking down. He decided to buy a Mercedes instead.
Yes, I got bored, so I bought a Mercedes. Now I'm not bored. A T-Class 204 diesel, well, in about 6 months, around 53,000.
That's just 6 months and only about 10,000 probably.
So we have 212,000 kilometers on the odometer, and only now did we have to replace the front silent blocks of the longitudinal arms and the rear floating silent blocks. And this is at 212,000 kilometers. So imagine, the rest of the suspension is intact and original. It's a hello club. And during that visit, we decided to check how clogged the intake is. We removed the throttle and checked it. Since the mileage is high, the intake might be clogged, especially on a diesel. We checked the intake and everything was fine. We cleaned the throttle and reinstalled it. In the end, with the silent blocks and the throttle, it cost the owner 4,700 hryvnias, which is about $170. The next visit was 3 months later, in the summer of 2019. 2018? Kilometers of mileage. The owner decided to do a service. We did the service. It has the same standard headlight setup. No xenon, no LED, just regular halogens. So he decided to replace them with LED ones instead of halogens. The service along with the light bulbs came out to 7,900 hryvnias, which is about $300. Also, this X had no issues with the rear marker light LEDs. So usually they burn out, but this only happens with xenon and ice. The next visit was after 6 months. The owner had driven only 5,000 kilometers. Can you imagine how unprofitable buying a Mercedes turns out to be for us? In general, he only came for a promotional diagnostic check. At that time, we were celebrating the 3rd anniversary of the service center. We did the diagnostics there and topped up the antifreeze. This cost the owner about $10. This was in April 2020. This was at 225,000 kilometers. The next visit was 3 months later, in the summer of 2020. It was just recently. At 228,000 kilometers, the owner came in for a scheduled maintenance. We changed the engine oil, oil filter, and air filter. We also serviced the air conditioning system and recharged the air conditioning system. It cost about 4,000 hryvnias, which is approximately $150. Let's summarize. In 2 years and 55,000 kilometers, the total amount comes to about 77,000 hryvnias. This is about $2,050. So this is for exactly 2 years. This gives us the answer to our question of how much it costs per year. So, the maintenance and upkeep of this car costs $1,425 per year. The cost per kilometer driven is... The total cost is $2,850 divided by 55,000 kilometers driven. That gives us 5 cents per kilometer. This is approximately 1.31 hryvnias per kilometer. Also, it's worth mentioning the fuel consumption of this vehicle. It has a 2.0 diesel engine producing 47 horsepower. According to the owner, whether in the city or on the highway, it consumes about 8.5 liters of diesel per 100 kilometers in various conditions. 8.5 liters per 100 kilometers is approximately 2 hryvnias and 12 kopecks per kilometer. This is approximately 8 cents per kilometer. The myth is partly debunked, I think, because the car hardly broke down and its maintenance doesn't cost that much. It's only 5 cents per kilometer. This is comparable to other foreign cars, no problem. And considering that it now has 230,000 kilometers, that's actually a great result. Low fuel consumption. So just 8.5 liters, 9 at most. And right now, our maintenance cost per kilometer is lower than the fuel cost per kilometer. So basically, considering this is an economical car, the maintenance is really inexpensive. So the maintenance is also quite economical in terms of mileage. In the end, we have low maintenance costs, low fuel consumption, and a premium brand. All-wheel drive, good handling, good dynamics, and driving emotions. And all of this comes at a maintenance cost typical of lower class vehicles. This is our real-life example. Draw your own conclusions. We're off to work. And how much did the car cost you 2 years ago?
Well, around 23.
And how much would it sell for now?
I don't know, maybe around 18,000.
Wow, $5 grand in 2 years.